What is going on today, guys? Welcome back. Another beautiful day that we are going to be spending outside. So we have a goal for today. We are going to be tearing into the new first gen, the extended cab first gen here in a little bit. But before we do, we have to play musical trucks. We're gonna actually try to get this cab set down on the frame so we can actually roll this thing. We need to play musical trucks. We need to take that, put that over there. We need to put this somewhere else. We need to move this bed. We need to reconfigure our outside layout here because I'd like to put this truck right here. Now, a lot of some of this moving around is because we're gonna be doing some traveling in the next little bit of time here. I need to clear all this stuff out of here, and the parts that we're gonna be taking off of that truck right there, we are going to be traveling with, and we need, it'll make sense towards the end of this video, but anyway, that's the gist of what we're after today. A whole lot of shuffling around and then working on the other first gen. So I need these jack stands as well, hence the other reason why I'd like this thing just to roll out of the way. So I've got some blocks of wood. We're gonna try and you know, weasel some things here and get that thing set down at least temporarily so I can roll and move the dollies and use all that stuff. So I'll probably just put a couple blocks of wood underneath here temporarily. Obviously, you guys haven't seen this really outside in the daylight, but it needs to come down a little bit. It's obviously pretty high in the back there. That's good for now. Muscle. Get him, hit him with the guns. Just like that, we have got a fresh, clean concrete pad to work on. We went ahead and moved the D200 project over there, even wheeled the bed over there. We got the cab sitting here. My plan is we're gonna go take and throw away all that crap. The cab is going to go on top of there because we are going to be bringing the cab back home for the guy who bought that. And I don't know, half of me really just doesn't want to do exactly what I had planned today and just wants to put this bed sitting on here, but hopefully we'll have time for that later. My activities over here with this first gen may or may not take a little while. We'll see what we're gonna get into. You never know. But anyway, I'm gonna go fire up that sucker. Before I tell you exactly what we're getting involved with today, I feel like today we just need a little extra bump. Just one bump. Here she is, ready for surgery, up on the jack stands. Before I explain anything, you guys always ask me about how the ramps get opposite of each other. Well, it's called a jack, and when we're removing a transmission and a drivetrain and you don't have an e-brake set, if they're all going the same way like you actually drove up on them, it just worries me that it could potentially roll back enough to go down the ramp. So I always face them opposite. That way when we pull drivetrain transmissions like on the other first gen, that reminds me now both first gens are not going to have transmissions, but that's kind of funny. Anyway, so it doesn't roll off. It's just a safety precaution. I just jack up the back. I use these things as jack stands because to get the same height with the tires on the ground, this actually raises it up quite a bit further. I mean, I don't really like using those big tall ones, but this essentially gives us a ton more room using the ones with the wheels. So that's what I usually use. It gives me enough room to get underneath there, pull the transmissions out, and it's overall quite a bit higher. So anyway, let's jump into it. I'm not gonna talk about it, but it needs a little bit of an explaining, like why right now, out of all the time, we haven't even done any engine work. Why are we pulling the transmission out on this thing? So you guys mentioned that, I mentioned that we're gonna be doing, wow, speak, Greg. Yeah, you guys wonder how many times like it takes to like do these intros and outros and stuff like that. Man, sometimes it's painful, but we're gonna keep rolling with this one. But we're taking a trip back home to visit our man Muldoon, to have him work on the other first gen transmission with the Suncoast, with the Sonex shaft. He's gonna be helping us out with that. We're taking a trip home and we're gonna be visiting everybody. We're gonna be spending some time up there, so we got some stuff. We got some really cool stuff planned, and we're doing that trip pretty soon. So I was talking to Muldoon. He's like, man, what are you doing in the transmission for that thing? Are you gonna be making any power? I'm like, are we gonna be making any power? Like, please, like we got plans for this baby. We've teamed up with the Hungry Diesel, and we are gonna be doing some really cool stuff with this truck. But seeing that I'm taking the trip home, he's like, man, why don't you bring that transmission up with me, or with you, and we're gonna do some cool stuff. So anyway, we're not gonna go into super big details, but before we take that trip, there's a lot of things that need to get done that we're bringing with us, and this just happens to be one of them. We need to take this transmission out so we can haul that baby back with us. Now, let's crawl underneath this thing, because I was just underneath there, and man, it is absolutely beautiful underneath there. Let me just say that there are going to be some big changes coming for this truck, which I am extremely excited for. There's gonna be multiple phases of this truck. Whether or not it's there's just so many different things. So nothing's gonna stay the way it is now. So make sure you guys get excited, because I am super pumped for this truck. I honestly think because Daytona Truck Meet got moved back so far, I think by the time this thing is done with its like first big transformation, which should be very soon. We're gathering up all the stuff. I'm about to hit this ramp. I think we might take this thing down here after everything's done. I'm not really sure, but anyway, who's going to Daytona Truck Meet? Let me know. All right, so let's crawl underneath this sucker. Can we just appreciate how clean this baby is underneath here? She is just such a mint unit. Man, we got a little cleanup to do on the frame right there, but man, this thing is like super nice underneath here. Haven't really ever crawled around underneath here. Look at this baby. Factory muffler. Man, in my opinion, this thing is just a gem. Absolute gem. So anyway, let's start. We're gonna remove this transmission. Yeah, lots of cooler lines to take off. It's got the heat exchanger, which we're going to be deleting up there. We'll probably go over that a little bit. You guys always ask me about deleting heat exchanger. So in true Greg A fashion, we're going to delete it all. We're probably going to make a mess. This is I'm semi not looking forward to this, just because of there's lines and fluid and no drain plug, and we're just going to get messy. But anyway, let's go ahead. Let's pull this sucker out. As I'm getting ready to tell you guys the first step to removing this is removing the drive shaft, I'm like laughing to myself, because I'm like already like anticipating reading the comments of, well, if you own a Dodge, you better be an expert on taking transmission out, which definitely check that box off. We've taken out so many transmissions here. I don't think it's really just another day, like, you know, once a week. Let's pull some transmissions. Cruising along, making a mess, like I said. Man, this thing actually has 3 well, you guys can't see anything underneath here. My goodness, the light. Oh, there we go. There's the money shot. So drilled a hole through the pan, cut 75 million lines of transmission coolers on this thing. So there's that one in the back over there that I don't know whether it's factory or not. There's one up front here, little tiny guy, right up in here. So I don't know, we might get another one in the front. Either way, we're gonna redo all the transmission cooler stuff. I'm gonna do some cool things on it. We're not gonna reuse the factory stuff. There is miles of transmission line. So comes out of there, comes up here, goes back. At some point it goes to the heat exchanger. At some point it goes all the way in the back. So there is miles of transmission cooler lines on this beast. Your heat exchanger is this big missile looking thing. You can kind of see the coolant runs in the back there, and then it kind of comes out of the front up here. Where it ties into on this truck that we'll have to plug is, you can see right down here, it's almost the same piece as what we were just dealing with on the 08. That lower water neck, there's an extra port out of that right here, and then also right here on your cylinder head, right down inside there. It's basically an NPT plug that we'll have to plug off to get rid of this heat exchanger, but we're dealing with that right now. It is really inconveniently in the way of getting the converter bolts out. So that's what we're trying to work on. The converter bolts are down there just like everywhere else on any transmission, but working on trying to get the converter bolts out, and we're not too totally covered in transmission fluid, only slightly. So we're gonna keep plugging along, get this beast out of here. This cross member's got about 8,500 bolts in it as well. So get that cross member out of there. Check it out, dudes. Wow. Yes. All right, so I know that this is not the final placement of the body. It's honestly just stuck on there with some blocks of wood. But huge thing is the wheelbase on this thing is absolutely perfect. I don't think it's quite in the center there. Looks like it needs to go back just a little bit. Over here, looks like it needs to go back just a little bit, but look at this beast. Like I said, we'll probably actually end up lowering the lowest point over here is actually resting on an original like bed mount. So I think by the time this kind of comes down, we'll bring this cab down a little bit, cover up some of that frame a little bit so it looks like it doesn't have a body lift, and I think that she will be perfect. Now, I know other people have done a similar thing, so I'm not really sure. I have never really checked into or looked into any of those other builds. So, but man, we have now, I believe we're at the point now where we have taken two trucks and made them one. So I think the other truck is canceled out now, seeing that it is now sitting on there. But man, oh man, is this thing going to look absolutely killer. I'm so pumped. I am like, I'm speechless. I'm rambling. But also, looky over here. We got the transmission out of this thing. What a day. What a day. What a good day. I love when the weather is nice. It's not too hot. It's nice and cool. But we got the transmission out. stay tuned for some surprises on what we may be doing to this unit right here. Man, it's gonna be good. It is gonna be good. Today was a great day. Today was a great day. So you just gotta push the bad days, man, they suck. But you know, you just gotta keep working, keep grinding. Just keep grinding. I'm getting silly out here. It's getting late and it's getting weird. But anyway, boys, we didn't really get a chance to take out all of the heat exchanger lines and all that stuff. We did make a mess, but that's okay. We'll get that cleaned up. But it's actually supposed to rain again tomorrow, which is terrible news. But we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get cleaned up, and I will keep you guys updated on what is to come. Man, oh man. Just look at it. Would you just look at it? I need to come up with another phrase besides "would you just look at it." Anyway, guys, thank you so much for all of the support, for the views. Keep it coming, and that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. See ya. Did you hit the like button? Did you hit the like button? Hit the like button.